Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. This is sexology, water, fire, hot, cold, yin, yang. We haven't done this since last year. I haven't really been doing a lot of sexology videos. Been somewhere else. But now we're back to the love season right now in 2013 on the planet. Why am I still single? For me, on my journey, a long time ago, I used to ask this question. And I realized it was because something was missing within my life. It wasn't about anybody else. It was the relationship I had with myself. Sexual energy is the energy which permeates everything in existence. In essence, sexual energy is creative energy. Many of us on the planet, if we're wondering where our beloved is, if we're wondering why we haven't met the dream woman, the dream man, don't worry, because your time will come. For so many of us, we want a quick fix. The greatest relationship we can have is with ourselves. Through my journey, through my metamorphosis, I realize this. You have to embrace yourself. You have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. Once you accept yourself 100%, your flaws, your gifts, your talents, you begin to accept other people, their flaws, their gifts, and their talents, because nobody is perfect. Perfectionism is a curse. Nature is perfect though. But we have to realize that there is no dream person. It doesn't exist. You have to take on board the good, the bad, and the ugly. Many of us who are still single, we have a checklist. I did. Ultimately, we're all looking for our reflection. We're looking for the other part of ourselves, which is in essence, on a deeper level, our higher self. Once you tap into your higher self, the marriage takes place within yourself. The union of the body and the mind, of the soul and the spirit. That is the true marriage. Not just in a temple or in a church. No. True marriage is within yourself. And then you meet someone else, and then the two wholes become complete. You can't be fragmented. You can't be half looking for another half, because then there are two incomplete halves. If you are still single, realize that there are times and there are seasons and there are cycles within the universe. It may not be tomorrow that you may find your partner, because we all should have a partner on this life journey, someone we can share our innermost secrets to, and who can help us evolve and we can help them evolve. We must essentially merge with a greater part of ourselves. And when you realize the cycle of life, we have to let go of expectations. We have to let go of the calendar. Many of us, we're living in a society of instant gratification. I want it now. Love doesn't work like that. The love energy doesn't work like that. Meeting someone else takes a tremendous amount of time in terms of developing an inner, intimate knowing. Developing a deeper intimacy with someone. Helping them take off the mask. To do that, you have to surrender to yourself 100%. The more you tap into who you are, the more you become whole, the more you will attract people to you. And you will also attract your reflection. In essence, we attract what we are. If you are a beautiful, attractive person, if you have this inner radiance and outer shine, that is who you are going to attract to you. If you see the world as a dark place, and dark is not negative, by the way, then that is what's going to happen. You're going to attract that to you. What we send out is what we attract. If you are a woman and you say all men are dogs, men only want one thing, that is sex, well, that's the kind of man you're going to meet. Because you're sending out a signal to the universe, and the universe is a genie, it's the infinite genie. It's going to say, okay, your wish is my command. If you say, I am open, universe, send me my reflection, you don't even have to ask, because it's already done. All you have to do is let go, and then it manifests. But to realize that there are millions of people around the world who are single, it's not a bad thing, because there is no good or bad. Sometimes you need time to find yourself. You need time to discover your true, authentic being. Going to the wilderness is best gone alone. Because then you really discover who you are. Many of us are in a relationship with someone else, but we're not truly happy. We're just there because we don't want to be alone. Therefore, many single people on the planet, some of them are finding themselves, they're taking this time to connect back to their true inner power. Many people who are single on the planet right now are single because they are focusing their energy on developing their clarity, developing their inner balance. So when they do meet that person they fall in love with, you don't have to fall in love, by the way. That's annoying because then you have to get up. When you find that person who your heart cries for, your heart screams for every night, you know instantly because you've done the inner work. Many of us on the planet are single because we have not done the inner work. Once you work on yourself, don't search for someone else. You don't have to search. That's what I realized on my journey. There was a time, however, I was searching. I wanted to meet this beautiful woman, and I did whatever I thought was the best thing at the time to go and meet someone. However, I realized, even when I got into relationships in the past, there was an urgency, there was a panic, there was an anxiety, because I thought I was going to lose something. We can only lose what does not belong to us. I do not own anybody on the planet. We have to allow other people to become themselves. And in many of our relationships, we feel that people belong to us. And that's why a lot of relationships don't last in this modern day age, because everything is about ownership and possession. When we talk about being single, it can also be a fun experience. Many masters, and we're all masters, by the way. Many who are not right now is because we have not tapped into our 360 senses. But in ancient times, many masters, they had such a deep connection to their heart. They did not need a woman, or they did not need a man if they were a woman, because they developed the marriage between the yin, feminine essence, and the yang, masculine essence, which exists in all of us. However, right now on the planet, it's great to meet someone. settle down with them, have some children who we can raise to be infinite beings on the planet, because being free is our birthright. But if you are single, the message I have to you is that do not worry, do not be anxious, because the more anxious you are, the more you deviate from your true, authentic self. Would you rather someone love you for who you are not, or for who you are? I would rather someone hate me for who I am than love me for who I am not. When we talk of being single, there are so many websites on the internet dating. I even went on some a long time ago in the past, just to meet with kindred spirits. I saw some beautiful people, beautiful spirits. But at the same time, I realized that there was still something missing. When I let go of the search, everything manifests. Not to say that you can't meet great people, because you can. And we have to realize, clear your senses. Then when you see your reflection, you will know. If you are drunk, you won't be able to tell the difference. So many of us who are single, we have a checklist. Get rid of it. Throw it in the garbage. Because life is dynamic. Nobody is ever one thing. There are so many sides to all of us. And we only show other people what we want them to see. So when I realized this, I realized I'm going to let go of finding the perfect person. In fact, I'm not going to go and search. I'm going to work on myself, and I'm going to be open to a fellow kindred spirit. Everything changed, and everything is changing. Because just as we're in a relationship, we can grow out of a relationship. Many people who are single, some of them have had the most amazing relationship. And then suddenly one day, they don't want to be with that person. They may still have the love energy for them, but it's because that's all that was needed. It's time to move on to the next level. Every single person you are in a relationship with is a teacher. Some of us, we've been in the most horrendous relationships. Once we realize that we are attracting the relationships to us, once you take responsibility, it frees you. So when we talk of being single, it's a choice we all have. It is not a negative thing. It is not a positive thing. It is whatever you want it to be, whatever you make it. But don't feel down. Don't feel that you're missing out, because this is all your choice. There are beautiful people around the planet. And many people are saying, hey, where is my other half? Your other half is your higher self. And the reflection, crystal clear reflection, just like a wave. Once you see that within someone else, once you see your reflection within someone else, that's it. You get with them. You create with them. And if your creation is no longer needed, then you move on to someone else. You can't force love. This is sexology. If you want me to do more of these videos, let me know. I will do some. If you want me to talk about different topics, send me future topics to my email, infinitewaters@gmail.com. We're in nature with the birds singing. If you're single, don't worry about it. If you're in a relationship, don't worry about it. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy, stay in love. Peace.